Coming up on 69 News at noon, officials say it's going to take some extra time to identify the man killed when a plane crashed in a Lehigh County yard. Protests over the death of a young woman have spread around the world, including Lehigh University's campus. The extent of the damage caused by Ian in Florida may take a few days to figure out. Plus, Coca-Cola Park is just a vote away from receiving a large chunk of money for needed upgrades. Good afternoon, I'm Jaciel Cordoba. 69 News at noon starts right now.
Your life, your world, your news. This is 69 News at noon, live from the PPL Center.
We are learning more about Wednesday's deadly plane crash in Lehigh County. The crash involving two people happened in the front yard of a home in the 1400 block of Keystone Road in Salisbury Township just after 1:30 in the afternoon. 69 News reporter Bo Koltnow is live at Queen City Airport with the latest. Bo?
Jaciel, this morning, the coroner released information on the victim, a 49-year-old male, but you have to remember the plane he was in exploded, so dental records will have to be used to ID him. Once the next of kin is ID'd, they will release that information to the public. But we also learned today that the plane he was in is registered to a training school that has space leased here at Queen City Airport. Now, that plane took off from here yesterday before crashing and then exploding. And the second person in that cockpit who survived and was taken to the hospital, there's no word yet on his condition. The single-engine PA-28 Piper carrying two passengers that crashed and then exploded in a front yard Wednesday afternoon is registered to ProFlight Aero Services, a flight training school that has a lease out of Queen City Airport. The NTSB is continuing to investigate what caused the plane to crash at 1:40 Wednesday afternoon. And a pilot who flies out of Queen City says the area where the plane landed is in the ascending flight path of Queen City. An identification of the 49-year-old male victim has not been released due to the need for dental records, and the survivor has not been named as well. But that pilot we spoke to says those in training planes don't have to be a student and instructor, as anyone with a pilot's license can rent an airplane. And an autopsy for the 49-year-old male victim is set for tomorrow. Now, I did speak to the lead agency investigating this, the NTSB. They say they will have a preliminary report that will give the facts and circumstances about this crash. That'll come in about 2 to 3 weeks. A full report could take up to 2 years. Live here at Queen City Airport, Bo Koltnow, 69 News.
All right, Bo, thank you. Lehigh students are protesting the death of an Iranian woman after she was arrested for improperly wearing a headscarf. Iranians have been protesting in their home country, and now students are following suit. 69 News' Jaccii Farris is joining us from the Lehigh University campus with the story. Jaccii.
Well, Jaciel, most of the students that are going to be protesting today are of Iranian descent. They say they want people to know about the atrocities that are happening in their home country. Lehigh students are protesting the death of Mahsa Amini, a woman who was arrested by Iran's morality police for allowing her hair to show from under her headscarf. Amini died in police custody. Iran's government saying she died from a heart attack, but civil rights leaders in Iran saying she was beaten to death. The internet has been shut down by the government. Even so, images of hundreds of people protesting in the streets have circulated globally. The Lehigh students holding the rally say they want everyone to know about the atrocities that are happening in their home country in the hopes of garnering change.
It is not just about women's rights. It is about human rights. A lot of executions that they do, that people are protesting, that why activists should be imprisoned, why they should be executed.
Now, the rally is going to start in just a few minutes and will go through 2 o'clock. We'll have an update coming up tonight on 69 News at 6 at Lehigh University in Bethlehem. Jaccii Farris, 69 News.
Jackie, thank you. Ian, excuse me, has downgraded to a tropical storm, but it swamped southwest Florida, turning streets into rivers. The storm moved in with winds as high as 150 miles per hour. It knocked out power to more than 2 million people and threatens catastrophic damage as it moves inland. And when Ian finally exits Florida, it will have dumped as much as 30 inches of rain in some areas.
The amount of water that's been rising and will likely continue to rise today, even as the storm is passing, is basically a 500-year flood event.
And officials don't have a death toll yet, but say there are fatalities. And we'll see some leftovers of Ian, but not for a while yet. Let's check in now with meteorologist Dan Skeldon, who's in the Storm Center with a first look at the forecast. Dan?
Hey, Asiel. Yeah, we are continuing to track Hurricane Ian, now a tropical storm, but expected to regain hurricane status as it works its way off the coast of East Florida and then eventually up towards the Carolinas now. So a much weaker storm, but still formidable in that it can still produce some strong winds, some storm surge, some flooding, and some heavy rain as well as it drifts up towards South Carolina now. And that's where new hurricane warnings have been issued. So 70-mile-an-hour winds just below tropical storm strength. And the track does bring it up towards the Charleston area, most likely as a Category 1 hurricane. Yes, that's not a Category 4 that hit southwest Florida. But instead of focusing on the category, just focus on, yeah, it's still a hurricane. It's going to pack a punch here in the Carolinas. And then some of that leftover rain will work up in our direction, just the rain. None of the other high-impact items that a hurricane can bring. So I do think that as we head towards the weekend, some wet weather is likely. In the meantime, right now, it's a little cool, 50s and 60s, but it's dry with a mix of sun and clouds. And we have some nice weather today, and some pretty good weather tomorrow, and then things take a turn for the wetter as we head towards the weekend. Details on that, your 7-day forecast coming up in just a bit.
Okay, Dan, thank you. Philadelphia police are gaining ground on their investigation into a deadly shooting near Roxborough High School. Investigators believe they found the SUV used in the shooting of 5 high school football players that left 14-year-old Nicholas Elizalde dead. The SUV was towed from a parking lot last night. Police believe it's the same one in this surveillance video that shows 5 gunmen jumping out of the SUV. They fired a total of 64 shots. 3 players are still in the hospital. Meanwhile, police in Easton want to know the name of this man. They say he may be connected to a shots fired incident at 13th and Pine Streets earlier this week. A home and 2 vehicles were hit by the shots Monday night. Police believe at least 2 men were involved in a disturbance in the area before the shooting. Anyone who recognizes him or has information is asked to call police. Lehigh County commissioners are offering $3 million from the American Rescue Plan to cover upgrades at Coca-Cola Park. The bill introduced at last night's commissioners' meeting will help implement new stadium standards set by Major League Baseball. Upgrades are expected to cost around $9.5 million. The Iron Pigs have until April to complete the project. The bill goes up for a vote in 2 weeks. 2 people have been arrested and 1 is on the run in the death of rapper P&B Rock. How they're connected to the deadly shooting. A production company in Lancaster County wants your help building one-of-a-kind stages for big-name artists. And then ArtsQuest's Oktoberfest kicks off tomorrow, and we're getting a look at one of its biggest events. We'll be right back. A teenager and his stepmom have been arrested in connection with the fatal shooting of Philadelphia rapper P&B Rock. Los Angeles police say the 17-year-old is facing murder charges, while Chantel Trone was booked on accessory to murder. Investigators are still searching for Freddie Trone, who is believed to be part of a street gang. P&B Rock was gunned down while eating at a popular restaurant in L.A. 2 weeks ago. A shooting at a school for immigrants in Oakland leaves 6 adults injured. Authorities say some of the victims were found inside Rudsdale Newcomer High School. It's a facility for immigrants ages 16 to 21 who have fled violence and instability in their homelands. Investigators believe the campus was targeted but have yet to determine a motive. None of the people injured were minors. Being part of the live entertainment industry is exciting, and there's an opportunity for many in Lancaster County. Rock Lidditz in Warwick Township is looking for people who want to build stunning stages for artists. Currently, they're looking for welders, machinists, and carpenters. Rock Lidditz says they're hoping to draw more skilled talent with so many acts returning to stages around the world.
Our folks really get to be creative. They really get to do work that's different every day. And so it's a great place for those who enjoy working with their hands.
The company has done work for big-name artists like The Weeknd and Justin Timberlake. You can check out their job fair tonight starting at 3:30. A potential September to remember for Aaron Nola ends on a sour note. Why he might want to forget about last night's loss. The cool and dry days are numbered as the leftovers from Hurricane Ian head our way. Your full AccuWeather forecast after the break. Well, October is just around the corner, and so is Oktoberfest. Put on by ArtsQuest, it's where Pennsylvania Dutch meets German heritage. Starting tomorrow, folks can expect lots of food, fun, festivities, beer, and games. 69 News' Rose Itzcovitz joins us at Steel Stacks to explain. Rose?
Hi, Hassiel. We are here at the 12th Oktoberfest, and so many events to be excited for, but perhaps one of the biggest events here involves the smallest creatures. This is the Wiener dog races, and you can see I'm standing on the track where they're going to be racing. Dogs under 35 pounds will race on this track here, and there will be multiple races this weekend and next. So as you can see, we have a future racer here with us. This is Willow. She's 5 years old, and has she done this race before?
This is actually her 4th year racing.
Oh my goodness. So is she ready?
She's very ready.
She sounds ready. Now, and she's wearing a costume. What is that for?
So this is also for the parades that we have, for the dachshund parades.
And she's got more than one costume?
So she has her little pumpkin outfit as well as her little hot dog outfit as well.
So which one will she wear for the parade?
It's a surprise. You have to come out.
Okay, got to come out for that. Now, the parade is actually for dogs of all sizes, but the Wiener race is mainly dachshund-sized dogs. Take a look.
Whether you're a dachshund or a dachshund mix or even just wiener dog at heart, anything under 35 pounds is welcome to enter. It's so much fun to watch the dogs race and perform or not perform to the expectations of their owners on either side of the arena.
And as you heard, the expectations of the owners. So is she ready? I asked you that already, but you think she'll do how you want her to do?
She's ready.
All right, let's do a trial run. Let's see how she does. Go ahead, put her down.
Are you ready?
Oh my goodness. Wow, she looked so ready for that race. I would put my money on her. So Oktoberfest starts tomorrow. It will go on this weekend and next weekend. We will have more for you on this later, so stick with us. For now, we're live in Bethlehem. Rose, let's give it 69 News. Back to you guys.
All right, Dan, let's check out the weather for the next few days. Dan is in the Weather Center. Hi, Dan.
Hey, Hassiel, and we have some nice October-like weather this week. Maybe not good weather for the weekend when October officially arrives. So we are partly sunny, we are cool, we are dry. Those have been the themes for really much of this week. A little bit of a breeze brings out the cool even more. Partly sunny, Lehigh Valley midday temperature at 62, a little bit of a northeast wind at 14. And it just, again, makes it feel a little bit cooler still. 50s in the Poconos, 60s for most. Average high, let's remind you, 73. So we've been falling short of that all week. Next 7 days, we are going to be on the lower side of that. So it's going to stay cool. At least as cool and dry this afternoon, and probably dry tomorrow as well. Can't say the same, unfortunately, for the weekend. Right now, 56 in Pottsville, 60 in Quakertown, Hackettstown, Mount Pocono, the cool spot at 53. So some fair weather clouds mixing in with the sunshine. More clouds north, more sun south, but overall a partly sunny day. Still watching Ian, again, Category 4, crossed Florida last night and weekend, but you still see the spin. This likely has some hurricane life left in it. Should re-intensify to a Category 1 hurricane and work up the coast towards the Carolinas. We get the leftover rain. And I've been stressing this throughout the week. Remember we had the leftovers of Ida last year, deadly tornadoes, 10 inches of rain, flash flooding, some fatalities. I don't expect any of that this weekend. I expect some rain, maybe an inch at the shore, maybe 2, but just, much more manageable and less impactful. It'll impact you if you have outdoor plans, but none of the bad stuff that comes with remnants of a tropical system. So the rest of today is dry, a mix of sun and clouds. I think tomorrow is dry, although the clouds probably tend to thicken up. And then here's the first batch of rain that the leftovers of Ian will send our way later Friday night and Saturday. And you can see it will probably be a little steadier and a little breezier towards the shore. So the rest of today, partly to at times mostly sunny, a little bit of a breeze, and yes, it will be cool in the 60s. As to how much rain can fall this weekend, I don't think it's going to pour all day Saturday and all day Sunday, but you can see our computers. This is the European, about an inch, Lehigh Valley, Berks, closer to 2 at the shore. Here's our American model, and you can see it agrees that the shore gets the most, closer to 2, but it does cut off amounts a little more significantly as you work your way north. So that's going to be the rule. Wetter south, drier north. It's just, how much rain falls. I do think Saturday is wetter than Sunday right now, so our rain chances, shows Saturday is the highest, but showers could linger Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Probably not going to see much in the way of sunshine. Hey, look at this cool pattern. Average high 72. Our warmest day is 68. So this is cool, and it's going to stay locked in. But hey, today's a nice day. Cool, dry, mostly sunny at 66. 41, partly cloudy and cool tonight. Could be some patchy frost northeast PA. Tomorrow the clouds thicken, and then Saturday there will be some rain, and Sunday, Monday, Tuesday there could be some rain or rain showers. Drier weather returns later next week. We'll return. More news coming up right after this.
A kid from western Pennsylvania grew up to be one of the most influential rappers of the 90s. Coolio has died at the age of 59. His manager says he died at a friend's house in LA yesterday. The cause of his death isn't immediately clear, but it's believed to have been from an apparent heart attack. Coolio is most known for his Grammy-nominated hit Gangsta's Paradise. He also created the theme song for Nickelodeon's Kenan and Kel. Katie Couric says she was diagnosed with breast cancer in early summer. It's something she says could have been caught sooner if she had kept up with her yearly mammogram. And with October being Breast Cancer Awareness Month, doctors in our area are urging that people keep a close eye on their health and to keep up with routine doctor visits. 69 News reporter Hannah O'Reilly has more.
Nationally renowned journalist Katie Couric has been on our airwaves for over 40 years.
Would you like a teleprompter for this interview?
Yeah.
But behind closed doors, she was battling something no one ever wants to face. She was diagnosed with breast cancer this past summer, making her one of thousands of Americans who have gone through the battle.
The estimate for 2022 is just over 278,000 breast cancers.
Doctors say Couric's story is a reminder of how vital a yearly mammogram is, and it could be the difference between life or death.
We feel that every woman starting at age 40 should get a mammogram yearly. Find disease before disease finds us.
And with October being Breast Cancer Awareness Month, it's the perfect time to get informed.
Awareness, education, and support are important to us all year long.
There's plenty of ways right here in the Valley to support breast cancer awareness and recognize both survivors and those who have lost their battle.
There's so many ways to participate throughout the Valley because we have a lot of caring, compassionate people who are here to make sure that that mission and all these efforts get the attention that they need.
Hannah O'Reilly, 69 News.
One bad inning for Aaron Nola cost him and the Phillies an important game as his September to remember collapses. All 4 runs from the Chicago Cubs came in the 5th inning under Nola's watch. The Phils were unable to respond, ultimately losing 4-2. They went 2 for 16 with runners in scoring position and left 12 men on base. Their hold of the final NL wildcard spot is down to a half game. Chicago will go for the series sweep at 220. Aaron Judge is just one more home run away from beating an American League record. The New York Yankees slugger blasted a 2-run homer in the 7th inning last night. It tied former Yankee Roger Maris for the league record at 61. One more homer and Judge takes the lead. He received congratulations from his family and a nice ovation from the Toronto crowd. And let's take a look at the stories we're working on for our evening newscasts. On 69 News at 4, we'll take a closer look at all the perks that come with Amazon Prime to see if it's worth $139 a year. Then at 5, this man spent years dealing with back pain until doctors came up with a solution besides medicine. In tonight's Health Beat, we'll tell you how an implantable device is giving him relief. On the Berks edition at 5:30, Crime Alert Berks County gets a big boost during its annual awards breakfast. And coming up on 69 News at 6, we hear more from people dealing with the destruction wrought by Hurricane Ian in Florida. 69 News at noon will be right back. All right, let's head over to Dan for one last check of the forecast. Dan?
And Haciel, we're looking good today. We're looking okay tomorrow. Weekend, maybe not so great. I don't think it's a washout, but I do think some of Ian's leftover rain will factor into our weekend forecast. It is cool this afternoon, 50s north of Blue Mountain, 60s for most of us, but it is a dry afternoon. And it will stay that way, partly to mostly sunny, mid-60s, a little bit of a breeze makes it feel a bit cooler. Tomorrow the clouds thicken, but I think our Friday is dry. And then the weekend, as we welcome in October, even cooler still. Saturday's cloudy, at least some rain from Ian. Not sure if it's going to be late Friday night or during the day Saturday. Sunday, maybe some showers. So I don't think it's a washout both days, but I don't think it's that great either. We'll have more on your weekend, your 7-day forecast, latest on Ian as well, when 69 News is back starting at 4 this afternoon. Haciel.
Okay, thank you, Dan. And thanks for watching 69 News at noon. Have a great day.